Hi everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and tonight you're watching me on Bowdabra, which means it's Monday at 7 Eastern. We have a whole bunch of ribbons we're going to work with tonight. We're going to be actually making a bunch of Christmas bows, and behind the camera tonight is Alex. So for those of you that have not heard, Alex has joined the Nick's Seasonal Decor team full-time now, so let's all welcome Alex. And as you guys come in, let me know where you're watching from. We're going to be dealing with both the large Bowdabra right here, as well as the small one. And here, do we have an issue? Is it the same?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Here we have the Bowdabra wire right here. And this comes on a 100-yard spool. And Alex, do you remember from doing it before what colors the wire come in?
Gold.
And?
Red.
No.
Silver.
Silver, that's
Silver
right.
and gold.
So, Bowdabra is also generously giving away a free roll of scrunchy ribbon tonight. So all you have to do is just let us know. Here's some of the ribbons we're going to be working with. I'm just pulling up the video. And what I'm also doing is I'm sending a text to all of our members that have signed up for our texting service. All you have to do is just text me at 978-396-9150. Here's one of the ribbons that we're going to be using. This ribbon is going on the wreath tonight. We're going to be just doing a very simple Christmas wreath that anybody and everybody can make. So again, if you want to receive alerts every Monday that when we're live here in Bowdabra, all you have to do is just text me hi, send an emoji, send a comment, anything you would like to that number, and you will receive a text. I know if you're anything like me, you're quite forgetful, and we want to make sure that nobody misses out whenever we're live here in Bowdabra. Okay. Hi, Edna. Nice to see you. How's everybody doing? All right, so we're going to start with our large Bowdabra. So if I had to recommend one Bowdabra to you, it would be the large. It's the one that I use all the time when designing bows here in Bowdabra. We are going to be showing you guys a quick version using the mini, but this one is definitely great for hair bows and smaller bows, whereas this one is a lot more suitable for much larger designs.
Patty says, hi, Alex. Hi, Patty. Hi, Nick. Kim says, hi, Nick.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Patty. So also, if you guys are interested in the Bowdabras, the wires, ribbons, anything, you guys can order them through our affiliate link in the comments section. Bowdabra has pinned that comment. We're just going to take this and we're just going to place it directly in the middle. Just received my text. Yes, as you guys come in, let me know if you received the text. Pam shared, Edna shared. Thank you, guys. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. Okay, so we're going to start with this ribbon. This is a really pretty ribbon that we designed live on Nick's Seasonal Decor last year, but we have, at least 3/4 of the roll left over. So for this bow, I think this would look really pretty as a funky bow. So to create a funky bow, what you're going to do is you're going to create a bunch of what I call a little, awareness ribbon. So you're going to create one loop with 2 tails on either side, and we're going to repeat this process over and over again. I find it easiest to do this outside of the Bowdabra. Notice that one length is longer than the other. That's perfectly fine. If anything, that's what I encourage. And we're just going to take that and place it directly in the middle.
Thank you, Wendy. We have Kim from Ottawa, Canada watching.
Hi, Kim. Yes, we're so excited to have Alex on board full-time now. Her last day at Louis Vuitton was last Wednesday. Was it Wednesday?
Yep.
Last Wednesday, so...
Not even a week yet.
Not even a week yet. But we're looking forward to it. You guys know Alex has been around here for a long time, but now she's here with us full-time. So we'll just repeat this process over and over again. And again, if you're interested in any of the products, you guys can order through our affiliate link down below.
Joyce says, hi, Nick and Alex, got the text. Thank you. Maxine also got the text.
Awesome. Susan received her text and loves her Bowdabra. Awesome, Susan. All right, so just repeat that. I recommend 4 to 5 times, 3 on one side, 2 on the other, 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Anywhere in that general ballpark will give you a decently full bow without way too many loops. So that, so far, is 2 on one side, 2 on the other. We're going to do one more, so we have a total of 5 loops. And since we have 2 tails on each, 5 loops times 2 tails, that's 10 tails total. So snip it off again and add our final piece. So now what we can do, and I see we have over 220 viewers. Thank you guys so much. Gladys got our text. Karen got her text. Yes, again, to recap, if you want alerts whenever we're live on Bowdabra, just text me at 978-396-9150. So here we have the wire, and I'll show you guys again how to add this, but we're just going to take this, bring it to the middle, and tie. As simple as that. Have you started moving yet? So Edna, no, we have not. And that's going to be a whole process. We chose a couple lucky winners to win some mystery boxes the other day, and we're going to be choosing some more, in part because we have so many things down here, and I just don't feel like taking it all with me. So we're going to give away, some to you guys. So now what we got to do is what, Alex? What's this step?
Dovetail.
Dovetail.
Debbie says she just ordered a Bowdabra. Yay.
Awesome,
Yay.
Debbie. Okay.
Dory says doing full kitchen remodel. Needed a break from the stress, so I'm watching you guys.
Ooh, send us pictures too. We would love to see. And also for those of you that create bows using your Bowdabra, join both of our groups. Join the Bowdabra fan gallery as well as the Nick's Seasonal Decor crafting community. We have tons of members in each groups that love to share their pictures and share kind of unique designs that they've created using the Bowdabra. We keep it pretty simple here on Bowdabra, but, we have tons of designers out there that get really creative and really think outside the box, which creates some of the coolest designs in my eyes.
Melissa says, hello, I received my text. I used my Bowdabra today. Needed a bow for a basket. Love it. I want to win.
Awesome, Melissa. Yeah, let us know if you want to win. Teresa would love to win. Susie, Susan, Nancy. All right, so here's what the bow looks like. So fair warning, whenever we fluff bows here on Bowdabra, I like to just do a light fluff. That way we're able to create as much content per video as possible. But we always send pictures to Bowdabra that you guys will see shared on their Facebook, their Instagram and whatnot, their Pinterest, their YouTube. And we always make sure to give everything a good solid fluff when we take our pictures because, as we tell members of the exclusive Wreath community, photos last a lifetime. You want your bows to look as nice as possible, especially for those of you that sell, or even if you just design your home. Fluff the heck out of your bows. Make them look as amazing as possible. So, again, just a light fluff, but we will take pictures and show you guys in the full glory. But let me know, do you guys like funky bows? They're Dad's favorite. For Christmas, my favorite is traditional, and I think Alex would agree with me on that. But funky bows are a lot of fun, and we do a whole lot with them. Karen would love to win. Tammy can't make bows. She needs one of these. Yes, so you can order it down below in the comment section. All right, second bow. So, again, to recap with the wire, we just take a length of it. I always like to make sure to cut it longer than anticipated because if you're securing this somewhere and you don't like the way it looks, you can always put it somewhere else, and that way you don't have to cut an extra piece of wire. So we'll just take that, fold that wire in half, and place it in the slit on the top of the Bowdabra. So Tanya loves traditional bows too. Yeah, Heather would like to win. So the next ribbon, and this is a ribbon we have available on our site. This is a beautiful 2.5-inch velvet with the gold trim right dead smack in the middle. We actually designed a demo in the group with this a couple weeks ago, and this is what's left over, and we created a big bow with that. So for this, traditional is the way to go. So we'll cut some tails. And I'll just dovetail. Actually, what we'll do with these, Alex, is we'll just cut it at an angle. So it doesn't have to be dovetailed. It doesn't have to be cut at an angle. But you just want to make sure it's not perfectly straight across because it just looks weird in my eyes. It doesn't look professional having that blunt edge. So you always want to kind of do something a little special with it.
Jerry says, Nick, do you wrap pretty Christmas presents? Commented to Bowdabra that I'd like to see Nick make bows for gifts.
Yes, so Yaya does the wrapping, and I decorate the presents. So we don't do it to all of the presents, but what we like to do is we like to stage a few presents underneath our Christmas tree, or Christmas trees. That's plural, you guys. And we showed a demo last year on Bowdabra how to kind of enhance a Christmas present. So if you guys want to see that again this year, hands up. Comment down below, let me know, and we can definitely squeeze in a tutorial one Monday in the future, decorating some presents. But we don't have any presents right now. But with that being said, Alex's birthday's coming up in a few weeks, so maybe we'll decorate her present.
He better have a present for me.
Alex is definitely the luxury type, so her presents, you can't get at Five Below or Dollar Tree or something. Alex has got an expensive palette on her, so... So this technique is very easy. All we're doing is just creating a bunch of loops over and over and over again. Here we have 3 on one side, we have 3 on the other. Let's do at least 4. Let's make this a nice full bow. All right, so that's 4 on either side. That should be good. If you wanted to do 5, you can. Whenever you see me do an odd number on one side or even on both sides, that's just because that's what I feel like in the moment. There's really no rhyme or reason where you have to do one or the other. It's just, if you want it more full, add a few extra loops. If you don't have to. Secure from behind, tie it a couple of times. And I see we're at almost 260. Let's see if we can get 300 live viewers tonight here on Bowdabra.
Lots of people would love to see you decorate presents.
Yeah, presents. Looks like ribbon candy. Oh, it does kind of look like ribbon candy. And I don't know, I could be mistaken, but I don't think I've ever eaten ribbon candy. I just don't think I'll like it. How about you, Alex? Have you ever had it?
I don't know if I would like the licorice, because it's licorice, right?
No.
Or is it like flavored?
It's the one where you see it look like this.
Yeah, I know. I've seen flavors. I don't think I'd like the licorice version, though. I thought they mainly came in like
that's literally just one of the flavors. That's like
I
saying
didn't
you don't
know.
like Laffy Taffy, but you don't like, a caramel or whatever.
I
There's
think
so
we
many
would
different
like
flavors.
it.
I don't know. I've never tried. I've seen it at stores, and it looks really pretty. All right, traditional bow. Again, we'll fluff everything out nicely. But the point of these videos is to inspire you and teach you. So I don't like to fluff too much because fluffing really depends on each bow, and we all can fluff to the max. So that's the traditional bow. So Bowdabra has released a fall ribbon collection, and you guys can order that through our affiliate link down below as well. I actually don't have the ribbon collection, but I'm sure it's great. They've released tons of great ribbon collections, so that's just another option available to all of you. But let's keep the momentum. Let's create a few more bows before we take a break and make our wreath. Actually, we can make our wreath bow now, so let's do that. We'll take our wire, again, place it in the middle of the Bowdabra. And the ribbon I have chosen for the bow is going to be this, which is a really pretty ribbon. Hi, Debbie. Okay, so we're going to cut some tails again. And for this bow, Alex, what do you want to see? Traditional, funky? It's up to you.
Let's do a funky bow with this one.
Let's do a funky? All right,
Yeah.
You got it. So we'll take these tails, place them into the Bowdabra. It looks better than it tastes, says Donna. Hey, it's still worth a shot, right?
We'll have to try it.
I mean, what other Christmas candies are there? All right, you said funky. All right, let's do a funky. So we'll just create our loop. Make sure that the ribbon doesn't fall off the table. So we'll create loops with tails about 6 to 8 inches or so. Doesn't have to be exact, like I've said to you guys time and time again. It really just depends on what you want to create. If it's too large, you can always trim the loops later on. But with anything, you can't add to it. So if you're unsure, biggest tip would be to make it a little bit longer, a little bit bigger, and take away as needed.
Mary asked, do you always use wired ribbon?
Yes. So for Bowdabra and just in general with our wreath making, I always use wired ribbon. However, whenever I do fresh floral designs, I don't actually like using wired ribbon. I actually like using silk that has no wire or sheer or poly. I think it just has a better look for fresh floral designs. But, for designing this kind of stuff, always use wired. And that's in part for a couple reasons. One of which, it's a lot easier to fluff. And since we do sell our designs online, I want to make sure it's as easy for our customers as possible to fluff their designs and not have to worry about making it, super hard. Because sometimes bows, if they're not wired, can be a little bit challenging, especially if you don't really know how to fluff a bow. Whereas wired ribbon, it's always a breeze. So our final loop, let's do it this side. Don't know exactly how many we've added, but however many's here is enough. Yes, everything but fresh flowers.
Oopsie, I just flipped it on myself. I'm so sorry.
All right, so we're going to take the wire.
I tried to click the pinned comment.
Alex tried to see the pinned comment.
Scary, guys. I'm sorry. Edna says, do button bow. I keep forgetting how.
I just saw it, you guys.
You guys definitely did not want to see that.
It wasn't bad, but it caught her off guard. So Edna says, do button bow. I keep forgetting how. So we'll add a button. Alex is 50 Shades of Red right now, but I'll do a button bow next. How about that? All right, so we're going to dovetail these tails real quick. And then what we'll do is we'll do the button bow just for Edna. So if there's anything else you guys would like to see, let me know. As Christmas approaches, we have so many creative ideas with bows that we're going to be, trial and erroring. So if there's something you guys have seen or that you want to, learn how to make, shoot me a message, comment down below, let me know. Because Christmas time is my time to shine. All right, a couple more tails.
Alex, it was good to see you. Thanks, guys. Hi.
Yeah, she's not going to sleep tonight, you guys. Just from that 2-second ordeal.
Let me tell you guys, the buttons on the phone are very close to each other.
I know, I've messed up a few times too with that. All right, clean up our workstation, fluff this bow out, and then as promised, we'll do a button bow. And I keep repeating that because I don't want to forget. So take your long tails, bring them down, fluff open all of those loops, and it might be easier just to fluff it when it's on the wreath. So we'll do that. Button bow time. We'll show you guys how to do a button bow on a mini Bowdabra. And I see that we have over 300 viewers. Thank you guys for tuning in. Okay, let's catch up. All right, so here is another ribbon. We're just going to cut some tails. Like so. Place them in... Oop, I forgot the wire. I'm 3 steps ahead of myself.
Patsy says that is pretty ribbon, Nick.
It is pretty ribbon, isn't it? I like this plaid. All right, we'll just tuck that underneath. So don't forget, both Bowdabra and Nick's Seasonal Decor have YouTubes and Instagram. So God forbid either, me or Bowdabra loses our other channels. We still want to be able to teach you guys how to get creative and how to design other bows and other things too. So make sure that you follow both of us on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and all of the good platforms. So we're just going to secure 2 loops on either side, and then I'll do our button. Actually, we can do more loops. So this is a mini Bowdabra. Like I said, this isn't ideal for large, full-scale tree toppers or wreath bows, but you still can create decent-sized bows and especially bow ties on the mini. So that's 2 loops. Now we'll come back in with our button loop. So the button loop only has to be about 1.5 inches to 2 inches max, even with 2.5-inch ribbon. The main goal with this ribbon is simply and solely to cover our mechanics because there's nothing else that's going to be in the way. If this was a traditional bow, all of the loops will be fluffed out and kind of hide the middle. But since we have less loops and, we're fluffing it in a different manner, you're going to see that little piece of wire and it's just not going to look right. So then we'll take our wires, pull them tight again, bring them to the back of the bow, and tie off. It's as easy as that. Hi, Alex. Peekaboo, says Marissa. Is that a Fort Worth shirt, Nick? It absolutely is. We have so many friends that are in Texas. A big part of our following is Texas-based, and we love the state of Texas. And we were there for Wreath Makers Live a couple weeks ago, and me and Alex had a whole little shopping haul. So you guys are going to see tons of these Texas shirts. Right, Alex? We probably got like 6 each.
Yep, we got a lot.
We went to the stockyards for the 2nd time, but that was our fourth time to Texas, right? Yeah, 4th time to Texas, I think.
Third. Yeah, third.
Well, we'll be there in December too. So
I know. We'll be back.
We love the state of Texas. So that is the button loop for Edna and for anybody else. It's just a unique way to finish off the middle of your bow. So that's what that bow looks like.
Heather says, I just bought 6-inch red ribbon to use for Christmas. I'm thinking maybe a Bowdabra would be the most efficient way to make it without my hands cramping. Would love to see you make one with 6-inch.
Absolutely. So we do have Sam's Club 6-inch ribbon that we haven't used a whole lot. If I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, my favorite ribbon width, let's see if some people can guess, but my second favorite would be 2.5 inch. 4 inch has been extremely popular over the last couple of years, and I just haven't loved it. And over the last, gosh, I want to say 2 months, that's that. I've really grown to love it and enjoy 4-inch ribbon. So you're going to see a lot more of that. 6-inch, on the other hand, is not a ribbon that I use a whole lot, but we do have a lot of rolls of that from Sam's Club that I've collected over the years, and we got to put it to use somehow. Some of the mystery boxes have actually received some 6-inch ribbon, and I want to do something with that. So it can create a really cool tree topper. So as we've said on Bowdabra before, if you want to see a tree topper this year, let me know. We'll be able to create one, or a couple at least.
Nancy asks, what is a good bow for tree ornaments?
For tree ornaments, I think just a little bow tie we just made. Imagine having a bunch of these, maybe without such long tails, but just a cute little bow on the ends of each bow, right? If this was like a red velvet, that would look really pretty. And there's a fly down here, you guys, and I've been trying to catch him for the last hour.
There's two, and they're just playing tag.
That's why I'm losing
Yeah.
it. And I just can't get him. I don't know where he came from, but he's very, very difficult. Go away. All right, time for some greenery, and then followed by some berries. Cute button bow. Thank you, Heather. So here we have this. This is a white pine spray. We are getting a lot of these in stock. However, this one came from Hobby Lobby because we are a little bit behind. And we're just going to break them in half. Dip the end in our glue skillet. See what I'm doing is I'm pulling back all of these individual needles. That way they don't melt in my glue skillet. And if you're interested in the glue skillet or any of the Bowdabra products, you can order the Bowdabra products through the affiliate link down below. But if you ever are looking for it, you can always head over to nicksseasonaldecor.com, and under blogs, we have a blog that's Nick's Recommended Supplies and Tools. I always have to talk about myself in third person. It's annoying after a while. We got to change the names of things. But it has the glue skillet, it has the Bowdabra links, it has all of that stuff. That fly. My gosh.
So many people want to see a tree topper, so I guess you've got to make one.
All right, I guess I got to make one. That's fine by me. All right, more greenery. I have a nice large arbor and want to use it as top of my window front. That would be really cool. Yeah, we're on a creative spree this year, so we have tons of things. And we have an arbor outside that I picked up for like $20 at Ace Hardware a few years back. I made Dad take me to get it. And it's not the sturdiest thing, but it's held up fine, and I want to decorate that this year. So maybe we'll do some big bows on the Bowdabra and show you guys how to decorate an arbor. We'll figure things out. We're still early, you guys. Okay. Now it's time to work in more greenery. Nick, how about coming to my house and to decorate for Christmas? Sounds good, right? Yes, Beverly, that does sound good. Maybe we should sell me for like a weekend to decorate houses. What do you think?
That could be
for
fun.
Charity?
I would love that.
We'll run a few background checks and then pawn me off for a weekend. Okay.
We have Debbie who says, bow for tall, thin, elegant candle holder, set of 3. I don't know where to put the bow on either candle or holder. Or just simple greenery. Help.
Well, first of all, that sounds really pretty, right? I'd suggest in the middle. If it's, anything more than one or even just one candle holder, I think it looks best if it's kind of even, things like that. Reeds we can do off-center like the one we're doing tonight. Swags you can off-center. But I think for a candle ring, especially if it's like on a buffet table or a dining room table, would look really pretty if the bow was dead smack in the middle. But now we're taking some of these berries and just working in a few.
We have our winner tonight, and our winner is Johnny Jones. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Johnny. Let's all congratulate. You just won yourself a free roll of scrunchie ribbon.
Woo!
So send Bowdabra a Facebook message after this video, and they will send out a roll of your choice. The colors for that are silver, red, and gold. And you just won yourself a free roll. So for those of you new here, Bowdabra gives away a free roll of scrunchie ribbon each and every Monday that we are live. And we are live at 7 Eastern. And if you want to receive a text alert with a link that you can just click and join us each Monday, you can just text us at 978-396-9150. And we send out alerts every Monday. Okay. There we go. So that's just a few berries. You could also work in a few of these leaves. Should I work in a couple leaves? Or I think Alex thinks that's enough. So that's the wreath.
I like the berries. I like how shiny they are.
Right? So they have a little bit of glitter on them too. And I see we're at 313, 318. Thank you all so much for tuning in. All right. What do you think? Wouldn't that make a great gift for a teacher, or for a friend, or family member, or neighbor? I mean, what does this cost you guys? These rolls of ribbons in our shop are only a couple bucks worth of greenery, a couple bucks worth of berries that fly, and a couple bucks for the grapevine. So makes great gifts. And if you wanted to do that instead of paint night, I think that would be a great idea. So let's cut another ribbon for one more bow. Tanya won the ribbon last month, so congratulations to Tanya too. So if you want to share your designs, like I said before, both me and Bowdabra have groups with tons of designers using the Bowdabra. You can join the Bowdabra fan gallery, and you can also be joining the Bowdabra Pinterest and Instagram, and we do have a community page as well with over 55,000 designers. It's crazy how many designers we have that use the Bowdabra constantly too. So, and that group is, and I had to change the name, you guys, because I forgot it. It's the Nick's Seasonal Decor Crafting Community. All right, so this is another ribbon we have in stock, just a kind of a slightly shiny one. It's not overly shiny. Solid red ribbon. And for this bow, we'll do something different. 3 loops on either side. Hi, Marilyn. Nice to see you. Where did you get those berries? Those came from Hobby Lobby. And if you saw my 12-foot Christmas tree last year, those are from that. I just took the stems, didn't even cut them, didn't do anything, didn't even remove the tags, and just wedged them into the Christmas tree. And it turned out really nice. So 3 loops, again, either side. And I like to rotate my Bowdabra. I think it's easiest for me to do that. Now followed by 2 smaller loops. These loops only have to be about 2.5, 3 inches or so on either side. So that's our first loop.
Nancy says beautiful as usual. Wanda says very pretty. Christy says loving this.
Thank you, Nancy. And Nancy, your order is shipping out tomorrow. That fly, you guys. Oh my gosh. Our final loop. What's it called, Al?
The button loop.
The button loop. And it's funny because the Bowdabra, oh gosh, this fly. The Bowdabra monitor, Terry, she messaged me once saying it's funny because every time you say button, my dog looks up. Her adorable little dog is named Buttons, so go figure, right? All right, take it out. Did I even do the button loop in that? I didn't even, oh, I did do the button loop. I panicked for a second. That fly, you guys, tied from behind.
Tanya says love the red.
I love the red too. So I'm trying to catch up on comments. Susan says, have a hard time reading comments because of the white on white. So it actually should be popping up gray. The comments. Okay, so just fluffing this bow open.
Teresa says, cute bows.
Thank you. But yeah, you can get yourself a Bowdabra as well as the ribbon collections they've released. They have a new fall ribbon out that you guys can order through our affiliate link in the comments section. So this is what I believe, still haven't even looked into it. I believe this is called a 3-2-1 bow, probably from the name. That's what I figure. So 3 big loops, 2 smaller loops, and then we have the button loop right in the middle. So that's what that looks like. Very pretty, just a unique style bow. And these often you see at Christmas time for sale, kind of in a very cheap red velvet. So this is kind of the next step up. So all of your friends will kind of be jealous because you're able to make your own bows like that. So let's do a quick little recap. We've made tons of bows. This, again, 1.5 inch red ribbon. We have these in stock. 3 loops about 5 inches, 2 loops on either side about 2.5, 3 inches, a button loop about 1.5 to 2 inches. That's it for that bow. Now we used our mini Bowdabra to create this. This is what I call just a typical bow tie. I do my bow ties a little bit different. I like to cut my bow tie tails ahead of time and work them in. Then we have 2 loops on either side, about 2.5, 3 inches. Button loop about 1.5 inches. Again, using the mini Bowdabra. We created a funky bow using this really pretty 1.5 inch red and gold ribbon. We did 5 loops on each, or just 5 loops in general, 10 tails. These loops are about 3.5, 4 inches. So a little goes a long way, you guys. You can create 3, 4, 5 of those bows from one 10-yard spool. Here we have our traditional bow using 2.5 inch ribbon from our shop as well. This is the sheer middle. And I think when I think of Christmas, this is the ribbon I think of, besides plain red velvet. Because it's got the velvet, it's got the gold, and it's very traditional. So that's that bow. And lastly, our final creation of the night is our wreath. So let me know which of those is your favorite. I think I like the wreath most, just for its simplicity. Just a few berries, a little bit of pine, and that's it. And this is a funky bow, but the only difference is that we worked in longer tails that are about 18 to 20 inches on either side. So let me know what your favorite project from tonight is. I am Nick Credicos of Nick's Seasonal Decor. Thank you so much for watching me here in Bowdabra. We are live again each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern on the dot, and Bowdabra gives away a free roll of ribbon each time we are live. Again, to be receiving alerts, text alerts, all you have to do is just text HI to 978-396-9150. Be sure to join the Bowdabra fan gallery, and if you're interested in any of the products, you can purchase them in our affiliate link down below, or go to nicksseasonaldecor.com under blog posts to see all of the tools that we use with their corresponding links. So again, thank you so much. Thank you, Sandy, for having us as having us as a guest. I was looking at the Halloween wreath I'm making. Having us as a guest. Thank you, Terry, for monitoring the comments, and I'll see you all next Monday. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.